Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news today. We're diving into some explosive developments in the NFC East that could reshape the entire landscape of this division. And yes, the Washington Commanders are right in the middle of it all. From trade rumors to strategic shifts, the energy around the team is palpable. Fans are buzzing about whether this is the move that could finally elevate Washington back to prominence, competing at the highest level and maybe even challenging for a Super Bowl. But let's start with the big story coming from New York, where the Giants are in a bit of a tough spot right now. According to reports from Diana Rossini and other insiders, the Giants are seriously considering trading Kayvon Thibodeaux, one of their most promising young pass rushers. The Giants, currently sitting at a disappointing 2-6 with a defense that's struggling against the run, allowing about 130 yards per game, are looking at their options. Thibodeaux, who's an athletic disruptor and a force on the edge, might be on the move, and the Giants are reportedly willing to send him packing for a first-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027, along with freeing up around $11 million in cap space to help rebuild this roster from the ground up. Now, this isn't just about trading a talented player. It's about a strategic rebuild for New York. They're clearly doubting their chances of making the playoffs this year, especially with their odds at plus 20-0, which are practically non-existent in betting terms. Daniel Jones, their quarterback, has been regressing. His QBR now stands at 76. And with the team's current trajectory, they're more focused on acquiring future assets rather than pushing for a playoff push in 2023. Their priority is on the 2024 rebuild, looking ahead to the Jets' draft picks and future opportunities. This kind of approach signals a team that's already looking at next season and beyond, instead of chasing a fleeting playoff shot this year. Meanwhile, across the river in Washington, things are looking quite different. The Commanders, despite facing their own challenges, are quietly building something promising. They currently have about $24 million in cap space, which gives them some flexibility to make strategic moves. One of the key issues they've been trying to address is their depth on the defensive line, especially with injuries impacting their rotation. For instance, Newton, who's been a part of their line, is currently sidelined with an ankle injury, which puts even more pressure on the rest of the defensive front to step up. The focus right now is on strengthening their edge rotation, especially under the guidance of defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio, who's known for his aggressive blitz schemes and ability to get pressure on quarterbacks. And that's where Kayvon Thibodeaux' name becomes so interesting. The numbers tell a compelling story. Since joining the Giants, Thibodeaux has been a game-changer, with a career total of 28 sacks and 72 quarterback hits. His PFF grade is an impressive 86. Reflecting his consistency and disruptive ability. In 2025 alone, he's registered 6 sacks and 18 pressures, maintaining a 28% win rate and an EPA per sack of -0.50. What's more, he's been healthy, with no significant injuries hampering his performance. He's a pro bowler, and his style of play mirrors that of some of the league's best pass rushers, like Max Crosby, with a 4.52-second 40-yard dash and an 88% tackle efficiency. He also outperforms players like Dorrance Armstrong, boasting a PFF grade of 79.8, which speaks volumes about his impact on the field. Now, let's talk about what Thibodeaux could mean for Washington. Right now, the Commanders are looking to bolster their pass rush and run defense, especially under the leadership of defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. They've seen their run defense improve from allowing about 122 yards per game to just 100, which is a significant jump, around a 19% increase in stops. This shows how effective their adjustments have been, and acquiring a player like Thibodeaux could take that even further. With him on the field, the Commanders could see pressures rise from 25% to around 33%, which is comparable to the elite defenses led by some of the best linebackers and edge rushers in the league, like Micah Parsons with the Cowboys, who racked up over 150 tackles last season. But it's not just about individual stats. Thibodeaux's presence can change the entire defensive dynamic. His ability to pressure the quarterback, stop the run, and create chaos in the backfield makes him a perfect fit for what the Commanders need right now. The team's chances of reaching the playoffs could see a substantial boost with his addition. In fact, the odds for Washington to win the Super Bowl have improved from +15, 0 to +6, 500, and Thibodeaux could very well be the X factor in their quest to beat the Eagles and take the NFC East crown once again. Imagine the impact of having a disruptive force like Thibodeaux anchoring their defense, reminiscent of the legendary Dexter Manley from the past. His presence could elevate the entire unit, inspiring the younger players and creating a more aggressive, confident defense that can dominate in crucial moments. For fans, this is an exciting prospect. It's about building a team that's not only competitive, but also capable of making deep playoff runs, even challenging the giants of the NFC like the Eagles and the 49ers. And that brings us to the bigger picture. The NFC East is more competitive than ever, with each team trying to find its identity and build towards something special. The Giants, with their potential trade of Thibodeaux, seem to be focused on a long-term rebuild, prioritizing draft picks and cap space. The Eagles, of course, are still one of the top contenders, boasting an explosive offense and a stout defense. The Cowboys, with their star linebacker Micah Parsons, are always in the mix, and now the Commanders are looking to rise again, armed with young talent and strategic moves. For Washington fans, the possibilities are exhilarating. A move for Thibodeaux could be the catalyst that sparks a new era of dominance for this franchise. It's about creating a defense that can match the offensive firepower they've been developing over recent seasons. With quarterback Sam Howell now gaining experience and the team's offensive weapons maturing, adding a playmaker like Thibodeaux on the edge could be the final piece they need to be serious playoff contenders and perhaps even Super Bowl favorites in the near future. Looking at the bigger picture, this kind of move would send a message across the league. Washington is ready to contend, to compete at the highest level, and to challenge the status quo in the NFC. It's a bold statement, and one that could pay off massively if they manage to land Thibodeaux. His potential to improve their run defense and generate consistent pressure could be the difference maker in tight games, especially against division rivals like the Eagles and Cowboys. The NFC East is shaping up to be more unpredictable than ever, and the Commanders are positioning themselves as serious players in this chess match. So, what do you think? Will the Giants really pull the trigger and trade away Thibodeaux, risking their future for draft picks and cap space? Or will they hold on to their young star, hoping that he develops into the franchise's cornerstone? And on the other side, could Washington be the team to swoop in and acquire this talented pass rusher, adding that extra edge they've been seeking for so long? The possibilities are endless, and the offseason rumors are only heating up. One thing is for sure, fans should keep their eyes on this story because it could reshape the NFC East and redefine the playoff race for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, what's happening right now with Thibodeaux and the potential trade is more than just a transaction. It's a statement. It's about teams making bold moves to shape their future, and Washington, with their strategic positioning and current roster, could very well be the team to benefit the most. The defense they're building could become legendary, echoing the days of Dexter Manley and propelling them back into the spotlight of NFL greatness. Fans have every reason to be excited. This move could be the turning point that finally puts Washington back on the map as a perennial playoff team and a Super Bowl contender once again. So stay tuned because the NFL offseason is heating up and the story of Kayvon Thibodeaux's future is just beginning. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.